Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Zimbabweans. Thank you so much for joining. I know it's good evening in Zimbabwe, good evening in South Africa. We apologize, we are coming to you a little bit later than our time. This is your favorite program, News Review. Namambo Sose and a few other people that you are seeing here. We have a number of topics that we are going to tackle here, but really the one we want to focus on tonight is the successful Durban Fundraiser. I know it has generated a lot of interest on social media, on Twitter. Some are saying it was not a success. Some are saying it was a success. But we have the people that were on the ground right here with us so that they can give us all the information so that, we know exactly what happened. But before we get into that, let's talk about what everyone else is talking about this week and maybe for the rest of this month. The World Cup it's happening in Qatar today. I'm very sad because I was hoping Canada was going to pull off a miracle here, but they were beaten 4-1 by Croatia. It's very sad. Canada is one of us. It's just next door to me. It's 3 hours away from where I am right now. So I was rooting for Canada, but unfortunately they lost. And with that, it means they're coming back home. But we want to congratulate Morocco because Morocco did the unthinkable. They beat the world's number 2 country, Belgium, 2-0. I'm so proud. I'm so proud of our African brothers down north. They beat Belgium by 2-0. And right now, as we are speaking, the game for Germany and Spain is going on. Obviously, I want the Germans to be beaten. Not that I'm supporting Spain. My money is still on UK, England, and of course, the Brazilians. I don't know. Let me introduce my guest here, my sister Lily. I don't know if she knows anything about soccer, and I'm not going to put you on the line for that. And my brother Mhlanga, all the way from Durban. Thank you so much for joining, Lily, and you can go ahead and greet our viewers and listeners.
Mamuka sei, Maswera sei, how are you? Kwese kwamuri ma citizens. Yeah, regai ndikuti tauya tadzoka zvekare. Mazita yenyu mambo nokuti unza pano kuti tizokutsanangurirai kuti takafamba sei.
Ndozvinoitwa kana mauya muchitaurira vanhu kuti we have a program. You have to come back and give feedback. Kwete kungoya muchiti vanhu uyai. Vauya vanhu, you don't want to give come and give feedback. You did well. That's exactly what we do in our culture. Mr. Mhlanga, please sanganai ne vana veZimbabwe.
Makadini muri yeZimbabwe. Makadini ma-change champions. Siyanibingelela. AmaZimbabwe amahle. Tinokukwazisai maZimbabweans akanakisa. We greet you, beautiful Zimbabweans. It's been a wonderful occasion we had. And I think we'll share with you how it went and how it actually came to when you budget for something and that thing, you get extra, that is God in it. Because when you plant a seed, you're expecting to get more. This is what we just achieved, unexpected. There is a margin that you expect, but there is something that comes as a wow, just as you are saying.
Just like I'm saying, wow.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mhlanga. You see, Mr. Mhlanga is already speaking like a communicator because he's the interim communication secretary for Durban. So he's here to communicate with you. He's here to talk to us, to tell us what went on. But he's also an artist, one of the person that actually did some of the portraits that you'll be seeing. We'll be flighting those portraits here. Some of those portraits were actually auctioned yesterday and raised quite a substantial amount of money. I'm proud of what you guys in Durban did. Lillian, you may come in. You were very close to the VP. And the VP, makababata zvakanaka zvisingaite ku Durban. How was your overall impression of the event? And you sitting close to the VP in the car coming from the airport and at the event.
Thank you so much, Chief. Regai ndiuye ndichiti zvinhu zvakaita sokunge mvura yainaya maitikiro azvakaita. It's like chipo changobva kudenga ndo chatakareceiva mukati menzvimbo ino yeKZN. VP kusvika kwavakaita kwakaita kuti mbeswa dzanga dzakaoma kana dzanga dziripo dzakabva dzangodirwa mvura dzangonaiwa ndokubva dzatanga kumera ndokutodzvarika. Tadzvara ndokubva zvakura ipapo kukura kwazvo tichibva tatokohwa ipapo. Saka regai ndingoti kusvika kwakaita VP zvinhu zvakachinja zvakawanda. And VP vakafara zvikuru nekuvachengetedza kwatanga takaita nekuvapa hospitality yatakavapa. Aiwa, vari kuratidza kuti kana nanhasi uno vari kungotenda. Vakafarira, hapana chavakamboshora kana kuti apa dai madai. Munoziva uchironga chinhu unonge uchitarisira kuti wagona zvisingamboiti ende ndo zvakatakabva taudzwa naVP kuti magonesa
pamashoko akataurwa naVP Lillian chamakabata chi what interested you most? Chamungati what was your takeaway from the VP, because I know you had a program in the morning. You can tell us about what you did in the morning, and there was something else in the afternoon, and then there was dinner in the evening. It was a fully packed program. Can you just walk us through those programs with the VP?
Okay, let me start with the tea. Kumadzimai uko kumadzimai VP vakatsanangura zvakati wandei. Zvinhu zvandakanyanya kuti ndibate ende zvinhu zvandakafarira zvakataurwa naVP kubatana nekuita chinhu chimwe chete semadzimai, tichiita programs pamwe chete, tichisimudzirana semadzimai. Tanga tine mapastors as well echidzimai, tanga tine maprincipals ekuzvikoro, So zvakawanda zvavakatidzidzisa panyaya yekuti if we are to go forward, ngatifambei tese tiri pamwe chete semadzimai tichiita chinhu chimwe chete. Chibva ikoko takabva tapinda mumain program. Mumain program vaitaura semushoko. Tichibuda tichibva tazopinda mudhina matanga takutsvaka mari kumabusiness men and women neruzhinji rwese. So zvakawanda zvingazotsanangurwa nemavideos achazouya aVP vachitsanangura zvakawanda zvichava zvichabatsira macitizens. Mashoko aVP ari mumavideos zvokuti kumacitizens ese anenge achida kunzwawo nekudzidza nekuteererawo kufambawo nemashoko aVP tichizokumbira kuti munge muchivateedzera pamavideos avo achange achipublicized.
Okay. Thank you, Lillian. And if you want to see more of what was going on in Durban, you can visit our page on Change Radio. Change Radio, the radio itself, on Facebook and also on Twitter. You can also find a lot of information about the Durban event on my Twitter page as well. So, Mr. Mtlanga, you are the communications secretary or the interim communications secretary for Durban district. Tell us what was going on and your whole impression of the event. Because some people are saying it wasn't a success.
Okay, you know, there's always those people who are actually trying to find a little dark spot in a whole wall which is painted white. You know, we had our program which was actually organized from point A to point Z. We had everything in place and everything went according to expectations. We started our program in the morning. Our national executive was there. Our provincial executive was there. Our district executive from all the districts, talking of the Cape, talking of KZN, talking of Mpumalanga, talking of Northern Cape,
wow,
talking of Northwest, talking of Limpopo, Gauteng. Come on. We had the people and we actually ran out of accommodation. We ended up getting their accommodation from other sources.
Wow.
And come on, we had our bar. The bar was actually raised to unexpected levels.
Wow. Wow. Thank you so much, Mr. Mtlanga. We'll come back to you so that you give us more. Estella, if you can play us one clip there from Durban, especially the speech from our interim vice president.
Not a problem. Can Leader Lily help us?
Oh, no, we'll play it from the studio.
Oh, you play for not a problem.
Yes.
Not a problem.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my champions. Thank you, my citizens. Thank you. Can we be seated? Can we be seated? Thank you. Thank you. Firstly, I would like to welcome you all, different districts, champions from all over South Africa, champions from Zimbabwe, to KZN, on this glorious event. Thank you very much. I would like to welcome all our invited guests. Okay. Guest of honor, our VP, Honorable Michael. Can you please stand and join? I'm not going to take too much time going into details. It was a very tight program. So at this moment, I would like to ask anyone who is in spirit to pray for us before we carry on with the program.
Baba wetu wa kujenga mmesema para kukuzwa na asima mwana na usikape mninyike mpaka kichekechera ya mpaka majina hapo.
Okay, it looks like we are going to go back to that video later on, so that we go right to the speech by the interim VP. But we will move on and go back to Mr. Mhlanga. Mr. Mhlanga, I also know you as an artist. You made a portrait, or portraits rather, for President Chamisa. What inspired you to do that? And did you auction the portrait? How much did you get from those portraits?
Wow, you know, telling the truth, Marini is kwapani bizarre kumanya. Saga, the man of the moment is the horse that is carrying all the money of the jackpot. Saka ndakaona kuti ndikaita maportraits a President Nelson Chamisa, ndicho chinhu chimwe chete chingakwanisa kunge chiri kumhanyirwa nevanhu vese kunge chingwa chinopisa. Saka takaona kuti vane mabhizinesi vari kutasira kuti abudirire nhasi mangwana nokusingaperi, vanhu ivavo vachada portrait irorero. Saka takapinda pachirongwa chokuti takutozviitira vanhu, nekuti kana president vakati ngativei neshanduko, handifunge kuti pane chichamisa kuti shanduko iiti. Saka takutongoisa president vedu pamberi, ndeve munhu mumwe chete. Saka kukosha kwavo kwavakaita kwatiri ndokuchaita kuti price yeportrait ivepo. Harina price, asi the way you value what is in the picture, hand painted, oil on canvas. We managed to auction those two portraits. They actually harvested quite a good harvest.
Wow. So if we want to get some of those portraits, how do we, or anyone who is listening here, they want to buy the portraits or get you to make them the president's portrait or any other portrait, how do they get in touch with you?
Which is not a problem. What I can do, which is simple, I will refer them to you. You will personally get hold of me.
So I'm now your manager.
Yes, my agent. Manager,
right.
Good. So what we are trying to say, if anybody have got a picture of the president that is say, I want this one, please bring it over. Your picture is my command. What you give me is what you get back. Hand painted, oil on canvas, something authentic, lifetime guaranteed.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, Zimbabweans listening, there you are. You're talking to a renowned artist here, Mr. Mhlanga. And Estella, if you can fly some of the the portraits on the pictures that we have in the background, so that people can see the good work that this man is doing. He's based in Durban, but as you just heard, he just made me his agent here. So you see that portrait in the background with President Chamisa wearing blue. You know, you might have to zoom it in for you to be able to see, you know, the portrait. That's the portrait that was made by our artist who is here with us. We're actually going to organize another program where he's going to tell us about all his works. But that's oil on and paint on canvas, as he's putting it. Wow, this is beautiful, Mr. Mhlanga. How long did it take you to do this?
It took me quite some nights because I have to work over in the day, you know, something different. But over the nights, I had to sacrifice because we are looking for change. And change is not something that comes easy. You need to sacrifice. So, takabata homwe kumashure tikataura kuti kunei, tikaona kuti chipo chiriko, talenda ririko, tinokwanisa kuti tiite chiso cha-change champion wedu, chief change champion. Saka hakuna asiri kuda chiso chavo mubizinesi ravo, nokuti uso hwavo itariro yomunhu wese kuti ramangwana rakajeka.
Wow. Can you put that in Ndebele as well, so that we can...
Ngizozama kodwa ngoba isiNdebele sami sesihlangene ngesiZulu.
Okay.
Yebo, siyayenza lento ngoba sifuna ukuthi kube nomehluko empilweni yabantu. Abantu sebakathele nje ngempilo leyo ayiphila yona. So nathi lana uma sila akusho ukuthi sihlele kahle, sidla kahle, yonke into i-right. Silana ngoba sibalekile ekhaya ngoba akukho ayisekho nje indlela singakwazi ukuthi siphile ngayo. So kufanele sibaleke siye kamakhelwane siyozama ukuthi sibambe la, sibambe ngala. And manje sesihlangene sathi siyacela nje ukuthi sibe necebo lokuthi sihamba kanjani ukuthi sikwazi ukusiza abantu basekhaya ngoba ayikho into siyitholayo. Imali yama opposition party seyathathwa ngo-MDC. Siyibiza ngo-ZANU-PF Light. Thina asisinayo nje noma yini singakwazi ukubambelela kuyona. So sizame ukuthi sifake umongameli wethu esitombini ngoba wonke umuntu uzosidinga lesitombi. Ngoba lesitombi siyabonakalisa ukuthi kusasa line mehluko, angeke kufane. It will never be the same.
Wow. Well, thank you, Mr. Mhlanga. Back to you, Lillian. Besides the portraits, what else was auctioned? How else was money raised? Would you say Zimbabweans in Durban supported this event?
Thank you, Chief. Let me start with the business men and women that were who attended this event. It was a bomb. There were a lot of businessmen who were raised to say it's like it was just like a trick with our special MC Comrade Mate, who was there, and he said, "I want to see all businessmen here who are doing any small business, big or small." And like everybody didn't know what is gonna say afterwards. They then stood up and he got one by one and said, if you have your business, since you are here and you are here to support the business that is we are doing here of fundraising towards our twinned constituents Mberengwa as in KZN. what are you here to offer us? So then that's when he started talking to those business people, and then they had to give what they had. I can say the first businessman, if I'm not mistaken, since I was watching, my eyes and ears were all on VP. I think he gave us something like is it 6,000? Then the other one came in with that 6,000 rands, and the other at the first one it was US dollars. Let me put it that way. It was US dollars. That I'm not very sure how much was that. Maybe our information and publicity comrade Manta will tell us about the figure. And the next one was 5,000. There were other businessmen who gave us 7,000 something. That is in rands. And I can say a lot of businessmen that gave a figure of close to, it was ranging to, only businessmen, I'm sure they were ranging to almost 35 to 35,000 rands that they come in and supported the event with. We also get some CCTV that were auctioned there. I'm not quite sure of the price that it went with, and we had a tie. A tie, like it has a first of our president, advocate Nelson Chamisa, that went at 600 rands, only a tie. We also heard some cups with his face, some water cups, and also some tea cups. We also heard some helmets, a lot, quite a lot. Then I can say the whole figure of the men that was raised, it went up to 51,000 rands.
Wow. Thank you so much. You guys did a great job, because we have some people on social media that are saying you raised less than 5,000 rands, and you didn't even have enough money to cover dinner and so forth and so forth. I know it's a lot of rubbish coming from ZANU PF people. Mr. Mhlanga, coming back to you, you were off camera. We're talking about ZANU PF trying to get in the way of your program. What exactly were they trying to do?
Actually, there's nothing. There's no ZANU PF here. It's just a group of about 5 people who just shot a video, and they never even met where they were saying, let's meet in this place. Nobody came there. They
were trying to organize a counter program.
It was just a gimmick, things that desperate people, they can do anything. It was just like to counter, but now it's different. Here it's a different playground. It's different from how they do in Zim. When you are here, you need to be on the ground and need to be real, and you need to do the real thing. Nobody supports ZANU PF in diaspora. It's just a group of 10 people. If there is some resources, they buy a little group of beer lovers, and it doesn't make sense. Now even South Africans, they are no longer happy with us here. We have overstayed our welcome. All the support they can give us is to say, go back and change. Go back and change what is making you run away from home. So our intelligence told us that actually nothing came there. Even the nyama and the beers, they were saying, come and drink beer, come eat nyama, like what they used to do in Zim. Here, everybody's got his beer in the house. Everybody's got his nyama in the house. So those tricks here, they don't work. Actually, they don't work. Nothing actually came up from that thing there. We went there, we tried to check, we say, where are they? Let's see how many they are. Let's see what they are actually offering. There was actually nobody to meet us. We went there in peace, not even to go and fight them. we send some representative to say, okay, they are here. We can work together. Let's approach them. Let's hear their representation. But we actually found nobody there.
Wow. Well, before I give you guys a chance to say your last remarks, where I want you, Lillian, to thank the women that you invited to this event, because I know in the last program you were appealing to women in Durban in particular to attend the program. So I want to give you a chance to thank them for making this event a success, and to also do the same to Mr. Mhlanga. But do we have another video there from Durban that you can play for us, Estelle?
Yes, there is another one. Just a moment.
Okay. So yeah, this was a very well organized event. I did speak to Interim Vice President Lynette Karenyikore when she was leaving Durban. She really appreciated the way she was, welcomed, the way she, the whole event was organized. You guys did a great job. We are so proud of you. If you hear one of our senior leaders coming out and saying it was a well-organized event, and she's so happy with the way you welcomed at the airport. I think there were about 6-7 people that were there, about 4 or 5 cars that were waiting for her, and she was taken to the hotel. And you, Lillian, was one of the aides that was working with her, making sure that she had everything that she needed. Even us here in North America, we actually learned a lot from the way you organize this event. We'll give you a chance to respond to that. Let's just watch this video. Wow, that was Cooksman. Cooksman was in the house. Cooksman was providing entertainment there. You guys had a nice time. But anyway, we want to finish the program now. Lillian, you can go ahead and say your last remarks. Thank the ladies, the women, and also Vice President or Interim Vice President that was your guest of honor.
Okay, thank you, Chief. Allow me to thank the organizers first of this event. They did their extreme best. It was all organized in a way yakanakidza munhu wese, kana ivo VP vakafarawo sekutaura kwamaita, vakafarawo neorganizing team yakaorganiza this event kuti munhu wese ange aripo, asvike nokutambirwa, adzokere kumba kwake ari safe. So to women, like I always say, I'm on the women's side. Regai ndikutendei madzimai, makauya hamuna kuda kunyadzisa kuti zvinorema kuti mudzimai abude mumba make achisiya mabasa emumba make kana vana chaivo, especially kune vavo vakatozouya nevana vacho, because we had a lot of children who even welcomed the VP and did something for the VP vasati time yavakasvika. So ndiri kuda kungokutendai madzimai mese, kusvika kwenyu kwakaita kuti VP vange vachisvika vachisangana nemi, kana dai manga musipo imimi, kana izvozvi zvi-VP nhasi unoyu vachitochema kuti kunhai maindiunzawo kusina madzimai, hamusi kumobiliza here, asi makaratidza kuti aiwa VP isusu tiriko, tagara titoriko, takadaidzwa tikadaira. So ndoda ngokutendai madzimai nebasa ramakaita. Chandoda ngoramba ndichingokumbira kwamuri zvakare kuti panorongwa maprograms kana kuti panonzi matriple C ari kusangana, taikumbira kuti zvakare tiwane nguva. Tinoziva vazhinji vedu tinenge tiri kumazvimabasa kwedu kwakasiyana-siyana, asi ndinokumbira kuti next time zvakare ngatiuyei nokuwanda kwedu. Akauya iyeyewo ngaachiudzawo the next person, inga next door, munga mumakombi matiri kufamba, kunga kumabasa. Ngatiuyei nevana vedu tichivadzidzisa sekudzidza. We had a lot of children that were there yesterday. They learnt a lot. Isusu ndiso ana amai vacho vanodzidzisa kana baba vanodzidzisa vana vedu zvakare. Ndisu futi tinototraina huku dziri pamba, ndisu tinotraina imbwa chaiyo, ndisu tinoitraina. Inga iri imbwa yababa iri mukati memba, asi tinoitraina ndisu. Saka we have got a lot of training also to receive from other women. Kusangana kwedu tinenge tichazodzidzisana zvakawanda zvakare. Saka kutotrainana tichifamba nechinhu chedu chiratidza kuti CCC ndeye madzimai pamwe achibatidzana nana baba nevana. Saka ndeye munhu wese mucitizen. Ndichienda kuna VP, ndibvumirei VP kuti makati dadisa seKZN. Ndakangomirira district hangu, ndichazobatai kuprovince, asi ndakamirira district. Makati dadisa kuti taive nemaprinciples ekumuzvikoro zvakasiyana-siyana. Vadzidzisi maprinciples aya haasi kuZimbabwe ba, ndeye kuno kuSouth Africa, and they have got a lot of parents pazvikoro zvavo anova madzimai nana baba vekuZimbabwe. So tiri kutarisira kuti kuvapo kwamaprinciples aya vane zvakawanda zvavachazenge vachifamba vachitaurirawo kuzvikoro kwavo ikokoko, every parent achange achivhizita pachikoro. So tiri kutoona kuti tatove neimwe mobilization strategy futi kuzvikoro ikokoko, kuti principal wega wega nematichers aivepo achakwanisa kunge achipinda achisangana nemaparents ekuZimbabwe. Shoko redu richitofamba kuti musangano zveshua urimo muKZN. Ndichibata madzimai ese eprovince, macheledi, mainterim cheledi, mainterim any member ari mumastructures. Isusu tinodzi hatina mastructure but tiripo pakutongoramba takashanda, tiripo tichiteedzera zvatakaudzwa nababa vedu vachamisa. So nditenderei VP kukuti makaita basa kumuKZN kuti makaratidza kuti makasiya mamobilizer through mapastors. Taive nemafundisi zvakare nemadzimai avo vanga varipo. So pati madzimai emafundisi vanga varipo zvakare. Zvamakavadzidzisa zviye vachafambawo nemukumadzichechi kwavo vachindotsanangurirawo, vachifambawo neshoko iri vachindotsanangura shoko reCCC. So ndoda kungokutendai VP, makatigonera, makaita basa nekusvika kwenyu.
Wow. Thank you, Lillian. As you heard, Zimbabwean, this was a family event. Children were there, women were there, men were there. Triple C events are family events. Forget Nare, and can Mr. Mhlanga tell us the price of the portrait, since Chief Shoshe has given you the responsibility. So that's a question for Mr. Mhlanga there. People want to know, how much they can pay to get those posters or paintings that you are making. You can respond to that, Mr. Mhlanga, and also say your last words as you thank the people, your members from KNZ that graced you on this successful event.
Well, I would like to thank Zimbabwe for the great support that they are actually giving to the citizens initiative, the citizens movement. Hapana chatingakwanisa kuita tiri toga, asi vanhu ndivo varidzi vechinhu. Saka takazviisa mumaoko mavo tati tivatende vanhu kuti pasina imi vanhu hapana macitizens. Pasina imi vanhu hatipo pano patiri, hatina zvatiri kutotaura. Saka tinotenda imi vanhu kuti ngatirambei takashinga, mhinduro iriko. Mwari vakati gogodza ndichazarura. Saka ngatirambe tichigogodza pamusuwo weshanduko. Chinokurudzirwa napresident wedu, chakakurudzirwa zvakare nadeputy president wedu nezuro, runyararo. Hatisi a violent party. We don't walk over dead bodies to the state house. Saka tinokurudzira kuti ngativei nerunyararo. Ngatiwirirane nevanotipikisana pamazano. Anopikisana newe pamazano hazvirevo kuti yava mhandu yako. Asi mutsanangurire, especially here in the diaspora, we just tell the person that the reason that you are here is a reason enough to think otherwise. We don't want to explain a lot. Just tell the person that the reason that we are here in the foreign land today is a reason enough. He knows what you are talking about. Sikatele, Taneta, we are tired. Each and every day we are called the names that doesn't actually take the dignity away from us. Even though you got what it takes, but if that name is called on you, it degrades you, it unclothes you, it makes you like you are not there. So sikatele nje sifuna kube ekhaya. We want to be where we belong, build our nation, build our country, dignify our nation, our currency, our economy. We want functional health systems. We don't want women dying in maternity. We don't want children dying from measles. We don't want, there are diseases which are no longer available in other countries, but they are still killing people, in a country that was a breadbasket of Southern Africa. Come on. Change is inevitable.
So Mr. Mchanga, can you answer the question about the price of the portrait?
The price of the portrait? Well, in the diaspora, we made it to be $200. $200. Here in South African province, it's about 4,000 rand, plus or minus. But okay, it's not actually pegged there because of the push and the hunger for change. You start from there going forward. Even 100,000, we still receive it on the same piece. It's now an extraordinary
do you have other
piece.
Paintings that you also sell? Have you done any work, besides this one? Was this your first work?
No. I have done more than 10,000 or 20,000 pieces all over the world is there.
Wow.
About my president, this is the actual project that I have engaged in, and I'm wishing to push it forward all over the world. That is a fundraiser that I say, well, who doesn't want the visionary, the eagle, the giraffe anointed? Come on. Muona zvemberi. Uchadei. Uchadei.
Well,
the president, Nelson Chamisa, the government in waiting. Uchadei. The hope. What really else you would ask for?
Yes,
that's a fundraiser on its own, because it's the man of the moment, the message of the moment. That is the only man that have got the hope for the people and the hope for the nation. If he was a material man, he should have gone the way that other politicians have gone. We don't practice politics of the stomach. We are for the people. We are not for the positions. That's why today we don't even have positions. We don't even have structures. Because those who come later, it comes from the people. All the agreements, all the ideas, the values, they are actually derived from consensus. They are all consensual agreed. Atiite zvemusoro wedu, we are branch supremacy. Zvinobva kuvanhu.
Hanzi naPresident Chamisa hatisi kuita zvezvigaro, tiri kuita zveugaro hwevanhu. So it's not about positions. Wherever you are, plug in and do something for the party, do something for the struggle. You don't need a position to take part in this struggle. Even myself, I know that I'm no longer the chairperson of North America province. I'm just working in that position, as Lillian was saying. It's not about positions. You should still be able to work with or without a position. Anyway, Zimbabweans, we want to thank you so much for joining us in this program for news review. And before I go, let me give you the final results for the match against when Germany and Spain. It ended 1-1. I really wanted Germany to go home. But now with this result, they've been given a lifeline. If they win their last match, they can still go to the second round. But Zimbabweans in South Africa, in particular Zimbabweans in KZN, we want to thank you for making Triple C great in Durban, making Triple C great in KZN. That program was well attended, well organized. I will actually be speaking to the organizer so that we can take notes from what they did, the way you guys did it. Mr. Mtanga, we want to thank you. Lillian, we want to thank you. And behind the scenes, our sister Estella, thank you so much. And to our viewers and listeners, Makakosha, you are important. Thank you for being here. God bless you.
I'm going to try to flight the speech by VP Karenyi Kore. I found
you can do that as we leave. That would be great. Instead of playing a song, we can play the speech.
Yes. I hope it will play because I'm taking it off YouTube. So let's keep our fingers crossed.
Okay, thank you.
We have got one of the 3 videos that I gave you, Chief Social. I think we've got a short speech of the president there.
Yes.
Oh, it was.
Allow me to honor our chairperson. Thank you very much. Power by KZN, our chair. She's not the chairperson of the state. She's moving the youth, the railway, and the link. So thank you so much. My shows that we shall narrow it that Shanti my how she may hold my own. And again, maybe I feel honored to be here. And I've been that one that Saka, I don't take it like say that you should participate for one. May God bless you, may God increase you. Today is a different day. We are gathered here, Takaita focus on winning 2023. We are talking about winning big, harvest big, everything what we want to be power 2023. Allow me to honor all the districts here present and Anamai who Susan Anamai. Munodadisa munogona. Ndafara nekuti vanababa vanovasikana namai mapurogiramu. Takambofamba nepurogiramu yataiti home. Baba namai vakauya kuti tinzi that family is organized. It shows that they choose the gospel of God. So let's encourage each other because 2023 we want to have a big. Esteemed champions. That's one of the 50 champion. We want to make sure that we have this big so that when we talk of position, it doesn't just talk of position. The financial opinion, the financial I would like to honor all the stakeholders. I know we have got pastors. Our pastors is not anything like that was in the wrong of pastor. Thank you very much. Business community here present, other organization. And I just want to thank you so much for spending your time to come and grace this occasion. Congratulations. It's not easy to plan an event. Unogona kufika pamuchato wekana zvikashaya nouya kuti zvikashaya saka toda kutenda iri zvakudini sando dzei muchirire maoko. I feel very honored to be standing before you on such important occasion as we take from our change champion, our visionary, our president, Advocate Nelson Chamisa. We need to put pressure on all aspects. Further pressure in each and every sector. We just want to make sure that when we engage massive mobilization and registration drive, we must put pressure to make sure that come 2023 we achieve that. We need to focus more, especially on the voter registration. We have got so many programs, but at this moment, we are focusing more on our voter mobilization because if we increase our vote, it means Baba Advocate Nelson Chamisa will move the state. It is critical for each and every one of us to play a role so that we restore our nation. It takes a lot of resources for Wazo to be a success, but now because this fundraising event is going to go towards Wazo. But when we talk about water mobilization, we cannot just say we have I'm not going to be part of this fundraising because we want to make sure that we grow our base, especially to want a bigger aim for the victims in 2023. I know very, very well you tried, but from Victoria, regarding questions. I see your everywhere the detail donate charity together we can make it. Thank you very, very much.